There are moments you'll treasure for the rest of your life. This is one of those moments.
This competition has taken something that I've always dreamed about, and each day it becomes more real.
We picked you because we saw individuals with a real desire to change their life. This is what MasterChef's all about.
This is MasterChef Australia.
You have to earn the right to cook in this kitchen, and earn it you will.
They began a journey that would take them to places they've never been before.
New York City never, ever sleeps.
Coming face to face with their heroes.
Some blood in the towel.
Such a pleasure.
And achieving things they never thought possible. In the world's toughest culinary competition.
I want 10.
You're gonna have to master this dish perfectly.
Week by week, only the best survived.
No comment.
This was the last time you cooked in the MasterChef kitchen. I'm sorry, you're out.
Seriously, I never thought it was going to be this hard.
Oh my goodness.
You're becoming this really amazing cook.
You can do it. You can do things that you never think are possible.
Tonight, it's down to just two battle-hardened amateur cooks. Kate
It's the time to do it. It's the time to change.
and Michael.
One more good day in the kitchen and I could be Australia's next MasterChef.
This is the biggest challenge.
Please make it count.
I woke up half an hour before I needed to this morning because as soon as I was conscious, my brain went, ding, you're in the finale.
It's been the hardest 3.5 months of my life, but it's been the best thing I've ever done. And I guess today it all stopped. And now it's cold, hard truth. It's reality. I have to go to that kitchen and cook today to try and win the title, and part of me's freaking out.
I'm putting on my chef whites for the last time and there's so many things going through my mind. Things I've done, the people I've met, the places I've been, none of it feels real. I have a lovely opportunity now to talk to Luke and the kids and to share this big news. I know they're going to be excited. I made it into the top 2.
Amazing. You've come such a long way.
I know. Talk to you soon. Love you heaps too.
Hi, Genevieve speaking.
Hi, Mum, it's Michael.
Hi, how you going?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. I'm so excited. I just can't believe everything that's happened.
Yeah. This morning I rang Mum and she means the world to me. She's the most important person in my life. I guess it's good to have someone like her to chat to on a day like today.
Take a big deep breath before you do anything.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Mikey, good morning.
Morning.
Ready for our last day? I want to enjoy it. I don't want to let the nerves dominate. I just want to be able to do the best that I can and enjoy these last minutes because they're going to go pretty quickly. And before I know it, just be a dream. I look at all these people on the balcony, and there are some pretty fine cooks up there.
I feel so proud watching Kate and Michael to have been a part of their journey, to have watched them grow and become the incredible cooks they are.
Michael, Kate, welcome to the MasterChef Grand Finale.
One more good day in the kitchen and I could be Australia's next MasterChef, and that's ridiculous.
Some people dream of success, but you two woke up, rolled up your sleeves and worked hard at it. And you absolutely deserve to be here.
Kate and Michael are both fighters. They're both very determined. They're both very ambitious. May the best person win.
There was no question when you guys first arrived in the MasterChef kitchen. Michael, you were more of a savoury cook, and Kate, you were more of a dessert cook. But it's changed. You know, you guys are on equal par now. There is no question, and I can't wait for today.
Kate, you here to win, or you here to be second place after Michael?
Absolutely here to win. I'm going to cook my heart out today.
Michael, you happy to be runner-up today?
No. I'm just here to cook the best food you guys see today, and I want to make sure that food's mine.
Kate, Michael, you'll fight it out today over 3 rounds. In each round, you'll be awarded points, with 100 points up for grabs. Whoever has the most points after round 3 will take out the title of MasterChef 2011. Let's get started with round 1. It's time to light up the stoves. Yeah.
Your first challenge in your quest to become this country's next MasterChef is a mystery box race. Each of those mystery boxes is jam-packed with the best produce this country has to offer. Protein, fruit and vegetables, and pantry and deli items. You'll have 45 minutes to create one dish. You must use something from each box, but you can't move on until you've chosen what you want to use and completed the mise en place with those ingredients. Once you've moved on, there's no going back. The kicker is you don't know what's coming up next.
Not being able to piece together a dish from the get-go is just a nightmare.
At the end of the line, you'll find a service area, your pass. This is where all of that mise en place and those ingredients come together in your final dish.
This challenge is a gamble. You know, if you plan too much at box 1, what your dish is going to be, and you get to box 2 and there's nothing there to help you out, you're in big trouble. It's like a one-way street.
At the end, Gary and I will taste your dishes. We each have 10 points to give you. That's 20 points up for grabs in round 1. Your 45 minutes starts now.
Lifting box 1 up, and we've got seafood and meat. And the first thing I noticed is a beautiful bit of beef. Only one thing in my mind, beef and oysters, and one of my favourite combinations, so I'm going to go with that.
As soon as I saw the crab, it just reminded me of what I did with Matt Moran in the masterclass with sous videing the crab.
I actually like to take the crab meat out, put it into a cryovac bag and slowly cook it at about 65 degrees.
There's a lot of different things that I can put with it. I can make it warm, I can make it cold, I can have it salad, or I can have it cooked.
First challenge of the grand finale and cooking the best produce that this country's got to offer. Absolutely fabulous. Mystery box, but it's a race as well. 4 stations, right up to this final one here, where they've got to present that beautiful dish that they've created. Kate's being sneaky. She's looking at Michael's mystery box number 2 and seeing what vegetables are in there, so she's getting a few ideas in her head already. It is a competition after all, George.
Michael's already on his next bench. I can feel this clock ticking.
Oh, this is not working very well. When I did this with Matt Moran, I did blue swimmer crabs. It just feels very different. The meat's not coming out as white.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable with this crab. I'm starting to doubt whether I should have made this decision at all.
What am I going to do?
Today's challenge is a complete first. It's a mystery box race. It's 3 mystery boxes in one, or, 3 panic attacks in 45 minutes.
The race is definitely on. You've got 30 minutes to go.
Kate's in all sorts of trouble here. She has already wasted so much time trying to pick this tiny amount of crab meat out of the shell. And she still hasn't even moved on to box 2 to 3, let alone thinking about cooking the final dish and plating it up.
I don't really have time to be second-guessing myself. I'm going to sous vide the crab meat that I've got, but I could also pan-fry some Balmain bugs, and they'd probably go really nicely together.
Come on, Mickey!
Michael's killing it. He's already at the 3rd bench and he's prepped his vegetables, he's got his meat trimmed up, but Kate's still struggling back at bench 1.
So I've got a pretty good little box here, some beautiful truffle. We can work with this.
Okay. Come on, Katie.
Come on, Kate. Well done.
Finally, I'm moving on to the second mystery box. The first thing that's obvious is massive root vegetables, but when I dig down, there are some radishes and there's a lemon. There's my acidity, and it goes so well with seafood.
Michael, you're already on bench 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Firstly, what's your dish?
I'm doing like my spin on a steak and oyster pie.
Steak and oyster pie, 45 minutes.
It's my version, so it's not going to be steak with pastry. I'm going to batter the oysters and deep fry them. That's the bready, crummy bit.
Right, OK.
I'm going to grill the steak and then slice it.
You're here, Kate's now on bench 2, just got there, but you've still got a lot to do.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Go, Mikey!
Round 1 is all about putting points on the board, giving you the psychological advantage. 15 minutes to go. Let's move it!
You all right?
Well, it's one thing of doing a celeriac remoulade.
Yep, beautiful.
With some parsley cress and some baby radish, some pan-fried bugs and the crab meat through it.
Kate, you can do this, yeah? Sometimes the simplest dishes are the best, all right?
No time for mistakes now. You want those points. Everything has to be perfect. 10 minutes to go. Michael, coming together, mate. You've got 10 minutes to go.
It is, yeah. I've got my
So you've got a little
recipe.
jus going with rosemary. What else is in there?
Rosemary, garlic, shallots.
Oh, lovely. Little radishes, little carrots and peas and some celery leaf.
And a little bit of butter in a sec.
Oh, nice.
Come on, Kate. Let's go.
Getting a balance of flavour is crucial in dishes at this point in the competition. But
You can't. Kate.
I've left the lemon at the last bench.
Once you move on to the next bench, you can't go back. You can't go back for a lemon wedge.
I know I've got a little bit of acidity going on in this dish. I'm not sure if it's enough.
It looks like Michael's got an awful lot of things on the go here. I just hope his dish doesn't become too complicated. Sometimes it's better to work out what you need to leave off the plate to make a dish really well.
Okay, great, Kate. Finish it up.
Okay, I'm finally up to my last bench. I have to pan fry those bugs. With a Balmain bug, you've got to be really careful not to overcook it, but you've also got to be careful not to undercook it.
guys. 2 minutes to go. Time to hustle. Come on.
Come on. Come on, Kate. Come on, Michael.
Plating out my dish, I'm going to slice my steak and just show off that it's cooked perfectly. I want to spread it out and make it look pretty and like a restaurant dish.
Wow, the pressure of the grand finale. 30 seconds.
Come on. Go on, Kate.
It's such a relief to see that Kate has now got it all together. It looks clean, it looks fresh, it looks really inviting. Michael's, on the other hand, it's got these lovely rich flavours and it looks equally inviting.
Massive 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1 done.
It all went to plan, but it was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
I hope the judges can turn a blind eye to all the chaos they saw happen in the kitchen during that challenge.
You've just completed your first dish in this MasterChef Grand Finale. Each of you have a maximum of 20 points up for grabs in this first round. Please bring your dishes forward.
Kate, what have you cooked?
I've cooked for you a bug and crab remoulade salad. It's a celeriac remoulade with some sous vide crab meat, some pan-fried balmain bugs and caviar.
Well, let's taste it.
The tension in the room is palpable. You can hear a pin drop.
Kate, great preparation in terms of the vegetable elements, so the celeriac, beautiful julienne, and the condiment element, that mayonnaise.
Okay, what I do like is the subtlety and the clean flavours that you've managed to pop into that dish. It's delicious. But I'm not sure if I sent that out, whether someone would go, is that cooked enough?
Michael, what have you cooked?
I've cooked what I'm going to call steak and oyster pie, with a question mark on the end. So it's not actually steak and oyster pie. You've got the ribeye, some battered oysters with, I've done a gravy reduction with some veal stock and some rosemary and thyme. Yeah, it's my spin on a steak and oyster pie.
Are you trying to convince yourself or us?
I'm convinced that it's not perfect by any means.
Time to taste. Delicious combination of flavours. Steak cooked beautifully. But the carrots?
Carrots are hard, they don't need to be there, and I don't buy into your idea of a pie. You've just completed the first of 3 challenges in the grand finale today. We've tasted and scored your dishes. Now it's time to reveal them.
Kate, I scored your dish a 7 out of 10. Okay, there was some clarity there, and that's what I loved about that dish.
Okay, I scored your dish 8 out of 10. Kate, you got yourself in a mess right at the beginning, but you recovered yourself really well.
Michael, I scored your dish 8 out of 10. There were two beautiful dishes, but Michael, your dish would have been the one I would have spoken about the next day if it was in a degustation.
Michael, I scored your dish 9 out of 10. Perfectly cooked steak, crisp oysters in that tempura batter, creme fraiche was really lovely.
I take the lead. I'm in front for the first part of the day, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be leading from the outset, and here's the momentum that I wanted, and I'm going to keep carrying on for the rest of this competition.
Well, boom, that was the end of round one. That was what you call a cooking warm-up. We're just limbering up for the next two big rounds.
I think being behind and losing round one has actually sort of been a good thing for Kate because she's now going into round two much more focused.
This is round two. We're tightening the screws. You're about to face the invention test.
So what is the theme that you are both going to cook to? For the grand finale, it can be nothing less than the best dish of your life.
Right. The dish that you make today is representative of your time here in the MasterChef kitchen and what you've learned.
We want to see how much technique you have learnt. We want to see your combination of flavours on a plate.
But also, more importantly, it's about pushing yourselves harder than you've ever pushed yourself before. This has to be impeccable. That's why we're giving you 2 hours and 15 minutes, so you can make sure that every little element is perfect. Each judge has 10 points to give each dish. That means you're shooting for a total of 40 points in this round.
Michael, Kate, the pantry's waiting. The ingredients to create the best dish of your life are waiting. Your 2 hours and 15 minutes starts now.
I've got a rough plan of what I need. I get to the pantry and I see these beautiful lobsters, and that's the first ingredient I grab. Then some fennel and some leeks that I know will go along with it, and just anything that I can grab to make this lobster really shine.
I'm going through the pantry in a systematic order. I learnt this morning that you only need to forget one element and it can completely alter the end result of the dish.
Come on, Nikki.
Hey, Kate, how you going?
Hey, George, I'm going well.
What's the dish?
So I'm going to do a quail dish. Got 2 parts to the quail, a glazed quail breast, and also a quail breast ballotine that's stuffed with a quail mousse, with asparagus duxelle and roasted garlic custard.
Nice.
Yeah. My plan is to actually try and use techniques that I've learnt over the entire course of the competition. In terms of the garlic custard, that was something that you did, George, in a masterclass.
I've basically flavoured milk with garlic and leeks.
But I'm going to make it a roasted garlic custard.
Oh, nice.
The asparagus duxelle is something I learnt from Deep Soya.
I think one of Kate's biggest strengths is that from every masterclass, from every visiting chef, Kate has absorbed that knowledge and gone home into the house and practiced. And I think we're going to see today the result of all the effort she has put into the last few months.
In round two, I'm going to cook a vanilla butter poached lobster, with some sous vide fennel, a fennel cream, some little baby leeks, and a champagne sauce. I'm making a fish stock to be the base of my champagne sauce. I need to chop up all the veg and also chop up the fish bones to make a beautiful, rich fish stock.
Looking good, mate. The thing that I really admire about Michael is the fact that not only has he gone and learnt new techniques and new flavours and things like that, but he's also really worked on his preparation skills. He's working like a professional chef.
Michael, quite a long challenge. Plenty of time to put up a beautiful dish. What is it?
I'm going to make butter poached lobster with sous vide fennel and vanilla.
The key for me for the dish is to keep the integrity of the lobster, the fennel, and make it look absolutely beautiful. Champagne sauce has got to be absolutely spot on, nice and light. You know, with 2¼ hours, if it's not a beautiful dish, I'll be so disappointed.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Michael.
40 points up for grabs. Who's going to produce the perfect dish? You got 90 minutes to go.
I'm only just starting to cook, but what I've done is done a lot of the mise en place, the prep.
I'm making 2 sauces that have a very similar process. One is going to be a jus and the other one is going to be a glaze to put on the quail as it roasts. I then add stock to both pans, but I'm only adding a little bit of stock to the one for the glaze because I want the mixture to be quite syrupy. I add a bit more stock to the other one because I need it to be more saucy.
I'm clarifying some butter for my poaching of the lobster, and then I need to blanch the lobsters to get the meat out of the shell. I just need to really flash them really quickly for a minute. So when I cut them open, I can really gently take the meat out without any of it breaking.
Round 2, we've asked them to do the best dish of their life and go above and beyond, show us everything that they've learned so far.
I'm loving the sound of both dishes. From Michael, I'm loving that flavour profile, you know, vanilla, lobster poaching butter, champagne. These are all flavours that go together. Yeah. The question I ask is he doing enough in 2 hours and 15 minutes? On the other hand, Kate, she's showing lots of technique. She's doing a roasted breast of quail on the crown, and she's also going to do a little ballantine. Now, I like that because it's showing versatility, it's showing technique. You know, now's her time. She needs to make a move if she wants to take out the title. Yeah.
How appropriate. You're cooking the dish of your life at the end of the ride of your life. You've got 1 hour to go. Come on, guys.
This is the mousse to go inside the quail ballantine. So.
Once that's a smooth paste, I pass that through a drum sieve so that I get a nice fine puree.
That's basically quail mince with a few added flavours.
I get my fennel out of the water bath and they're cooked perfectly. And now I need to drop that water bath temperature 25 degrees so I can cook my lobster. So as soon as I can get that water down, I'm going to cook one, test it and see how it goes.
This is my little quail ballantine.
This is probably the trickiest part of the dish. I pipe the mousse onto the quail, but then I have to roll it in a way so that the mousse is in the centre.
I love cooking in the rain. It's pelting down, and this is my favourite thing to do on a day like this, so I'm feeling pretty happy.
Just sheets of water.
I guess it's a little fitting, actually, that the rain outside is so ridiculously heavy because these guys are 100% in the middle of a perfect MasterChef storm.
Kate and Michael, just reminding you of the scores and what's at stake. Half an hour to go.
OK, now we're onto custards, that's good.
I've got to get these custards on to cook. I've decided to do them in a steamer basket on the stovetop because I need to keep a close eye on them. They're different depths and different sizes, so they're going to cook at different times.
I just want to have options for when I'm plating.
The plan is that this custard will set to a point where I can turn it onto a plate and it will hold its shape.
So I've just cooked my first lobster. Just want to give it a try to make sure it's cooked right.
When Michael takes his lobster out of the sous vide, it looks really luscious and tender.
Throw it up, we can check it.
Yeah.
Very good. The lobster is cooked to perfection. The flavour of the butter and the vanilla are fantastic, and I really think if that's just the main element of his dish, that's going to be a knockout.
I'm definitely feeling like my dish is coming together. I put my other 2 bits of lobster into the water bath, and I need to finish off my sauce. I need to finish off my puree. I just need to caramelise the fennel I've already cooked.
This is the asparagus duxelle. It's just basically finely diced asparagus. I'm just hoping it all gets done within the time.
You are the 2 best amateur cooks in the country. Now it's time to prove it. You have 15 minutes to go.
We're getting a burning smell up here, Kate. Smell that burning bamboo.
The steamer. I haven't topped it up with water.
It'll smell of burnt.
I've got to get these custards out so that they don't take on any more of that burnt flavour. I can see that the deep custards have not cooked yet, but I've got those 2 shallow ones, so I get them into the fridge as quickly as I can so that they can cool down before I put them on the plate.
She's really running out of time, isn't she?
The big thing about my sauce is it has to be perfect. Champagne sauce isn't the hardest thing ever, but to make it really taste great, you know, it's quite difficult. So I just need to work that down and bring that together, and then to finish it with a sprinkle of champagne at the end. I need to make sure I just add enough champagne to bring the sauce back and not too much to overpower it.
We want to see your personal best. You got 5 minutes to go.
It's time for me to start putting things on the plate. The first thing that needs to go on is the custard. When I try to loosen the custard and turn it on the plate, it just kind of flops apart and breaks. Oh. I'm going to have to go and get that second one and try again.
I'm prepping my leeks, and it's pretty simple. I'm going to actually leave the tails on. I had leeks at a restaurant in New York where they had the leek tails left on, and it was sort of, you know, it added a cool look to the dish, very earthy, and hope the judges like that.
Time to push, nothing to lose. 1 minute, let's go.
There's only 1 minute to go. Kate hasn't got anything on the plate.
Smack it.
Come on. Go. Go. Plate up.
That's all right. Cover it up. Cover it up. Yep, that's fine. Beautiful.
I almost can't even look. There's too much to do and there's not enough time.
This is it, those dreadful words. 10.
I don't... Hang on.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Your time's up. Well done.
This looks beautiful. You've got lots of different elements on there.
Yeah.
Did a lot more than me.
Michael's dish is actually a bit simpler.
If this dish is great, then, you know, I can extend my lead and really push out and, you know, have a good chance of winning this competition. If it's not, that lead's going to spin around really quickly and I'm going to be in big trouble.
So, Michael, tell us what the dish is.
So it's butter poached lobster with fennel, leek, vanilla and champagne.
Is this dish enough to hold your lead, Michael?
It's what I wanted to do, so yes. Yes.
Michael, would you like to plate up for us, please? Sure.
Right, shall we taste? Michael, you left the root of the baby leek on purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, on a really juvenile leek, like I'm talking tiny,
Right.
you can leave them on because they're quite tender.
Yeah.
But they're actually quite tough.
I guess it's a case of another stuff up with a vegetable. I think I try to get too fancy, and it's probably not the time to try and get too fancy, but you live and you learn.
But I'll tell you what, that lobster is cooked absolutely perfectly.
Michael, what happened to the sauce? When I walked around, I tasted the sauce. It has beautiful sweetness to it, and now it seems to be very, very acidic. Did you hit it with extra champagne at the end, or?
I did put a bit more champagne at the end just
How
to
much?
reinforce the flavour. I don't think it was a lot, but...
Tastes like a lot, because you've lost the sweetness.
Okay. I'm embarrassed about the sauce. It's really annoying me. I just made silly mistakes that could very easily have been fixed.
You've got some nice, clean, fresh flavours. The anise, the fennel drives through, which I like. I think it's cleverly put together, a good idea, really nice plating, and overall, a very delicate and beautiful dish.
Michael, that's the end of round 2 for you. If you can leave us now, we're going to score. Thank you, mate.
Thanks, guys. I think I've dropped the ball in round 2. Yeah, I think my dish wasn't as good as it should have been.
All right, guys, time to score Michael's dish.
I'm happy with so many parts of my cooking today. There's definitely a sense of contentment there, and although it's not a perfect dish, it's on its way.
Kate, what have you cooked?
I've cooked quail with roasted garlic custard, asparagus duxelle and hazelnuts.
On this plate, looking at it, what could you have not done in the beginning of the competition?
I'd never cooked quail before. I'd never even really contemplated doing a savoury custard on a dish.
Okay, you play that. How good is that gravy? Or jus?
Kate, I take my hat off to you. You know, you could have easily just grabbed those quails and roasted them and taken it off the bone. But you actually took it one step further. You sat there, you boned it out. You did 2 different sort of techniques. So, you know, that is someone who wants to go that extra step forward.
And that sauce, when you made it, you listened. You did it today, right when it counts.
The only negative on what is an absolutely delicious dish, and knockout bags of flavour, is that taint on the custard. I get garlic, and then there's this sort of metallic or smoky or something taste in there.
Yeah, the steamer ran out of water.
You've obviously had an issue with the custard, but all the other flavours are so delicious that you kind of get away with it. Well done. You can leave us now. We'll score.
Thank you.
I feel really pleased with what I've done. But if Michael scores more points than me in this round again, I'm not sure if I'd be able to bring that back in the 3rd round.
We asked for the best dish of your life. We've tasted and we've scored. There's a possible 40 points each up for grabs in round 2.
Michael, I scored your dish. Eight out of 10. Michael, that lobster was perfectly cooked. Well done.
Michael, I scored your dish. Eight out of 10.
Michael, I scored your dish. Eight out of 10.
Michael, I scored your dish a 7 out of 10. There was two things that I didn't like. The furry leeks, which I think you knew, and the sauce was acidic.
That's definitely not the score that I wanted to see, and nothing I can do about it.
I need to get 33 if I'm going to be on par with him before the next round starts.
I scored your dish, Kate. 9 out of 10.
Kate, I scored your dish. 9 out of 10. That may not be the best dish you've ever cooked, but it's certainly the best savoury dish that I've seen you cook in this competition.
Kate, I scored your dish. Nine out of 10. Where do I start? Tender quail breast, beautiful garlic custard, little galantine of the whole quail with mousse inside that was technically perfect and just pink and so tasty.
Kate, you need to score a 7 or more from me to pull ahead of Michael. The question is, did I like your dish more than Michael's? You bet I did.
That is incredible that she's been able to just come back, turn herself around, but I have no idea which way it's going to swing.
Kate, at the end of round 2, you're sitting on 51 points.
I might be 3 points ahead, but I know that whatever is coming in that third round, I'm going to have to work my guts out for.
2 rounds down, 1 more to go in the finale, and it's going to be a scrap.
This competition's now Kate's to lose, which means it's mine to win. One little slip up from her and I'm going to come straight through and grab that title.
Think back at everything you've done so far. You've had big challenges. You've had bigger challenges. This is the biggest challenge. Kate, Michael, you are at last about to discover that cooking doesn't get any tougher than this.
Don't go anywhere.
This is it.
Coming up immediately following the Renovators tonight.
The final and deciding round.
Michael and Kate will face a challenge set by the best of the best.
For the last 2 years, his restaurant has been named the #1 restaurant in the world.
Whoever can nail that one, they deserve to be the next MasterChef.
Can Kate hang on to her lead?
You're fighting to keep your MasterChef dream alive.
Or will Michael chase her down for victory? As we reveal tonight.
This is the most important moment in my life.
Who will be Australia's next MasterChef?